Behind the scenes, behind the lines, inside the stories others won't tell. The Morning Insiders.
So what's in a name? A lot. Enough to keep an Evanston man from earning money as a rideshare driver. That's because the city of Chicago mixed him up with another guy with a very similar name who owes thousands of dollars in old tickets. Morning Insider Lauren Victory tries to make sense of this mess.
What's your favorite part of driving?
Meeting people.
This is Gary Taylor, your friendly Uber driver with 5 stars and more than 12,000 trips completed in 3 years. That's 12,000 rides, even with a 14-month pause to stay safe during the pandemic.
I'm fully vaccinated. I'm all set to hit the road. And then this. Yep. Unable to go online. Account needs attention.
Gary's gig ended abruptly, 1 month back at it. He says it's not his fault. Rideshare companies don't let drivers log on until they cough up cash for City of Chicago fines. The problem?
15 feet of fire hydrant, safety belts required.
Gary says these unpaid tickets aren't his.
Then there's a notice of seizure. Nothing of mine has ever been seized.
His license has never been suspended either, and he says this plate doesn't belong to him. The final straw, Gary Taylor received this reminder email about the fines.
The name Garnell Taylor shows up. I'm like, who is this? How Garnell Taylor's tickets were attached to me? Is it because G-A-R and Taylor?
Why the technical mix-up happened at Chicago's Department of Finance is still a mystery. This 2019 email may complicate the case.
Deactivation warning. If you're deactivated, you can't make money.
To avoid that, Gary took care of the $170 in fines. The violations were at least 20 years old, and he assumed the city had the right guy. He says he later figured out 2 of the 3 tickets paid weren't his.
That tied this bogus license plate to me because I paid it once.
Now Chicago wants nearly $2,000 for more tickets, and Gary's left without a day job.
This is not my family's livelihood here. What if it was?
Off the apps and on the hook for someone else's driving. Lauren Victory, CBS 2 News.
Now, Gary says Chicago's Department of Finance refunded him for the 2 tickets after CBS 2 reached out. Well, what went wrong? A third-party collection firm mismatched the tickets because their names were so similar. The city also notified the rideshare companies about this error so Gary can begin driving again. We tried to reach Garnell Taylor, but were unable to connect with him. For more stories like this, download the CBS Chicago app and look for the section called Morning Insiders.